All right, folks. Here we have a 2014 Honda Accord. Customer complaint is the right side front window is not working. Doesn't go up or down. All right, so the first thing that I noticed when you come look at a job like this is just look at the switches. All right, it's a 4-door. Okay, so here's your left front door switch. Okay, it'll go down, it'll go up. See it? Look at the rears. Down, up, down, up. Now look at the one that's the problem door. It'll go down, but it won't go up. Down, see? Compare this one. Down, and go up. This one's down, doesn't go up. So that's a red flag right there. So it's a very possibility that this switch is no good. But because it doesn't go up, it also could be stuck in the up position. And when you're stuck in the up position, what does that happen? It sends juice to that motor, and that motor is going to think that it got the okay to go up, and it's going to be on all the time, and it's going to burn out. All right, so this is the number one problem here. Okay, and the number two problem is over there. Come on, let's go take a look. All right, I took the door panel off already. That's in my other video if you guys want to see that. But once it's out, this is what you're going to see. This covers up all the water and stuff like that. This you want to peel back a little bit. I got a little razor blade and I cut this all the way around so I can get this up and out of the way. You can remove the whole thing if you want, just to give you a little bit more room to play with. But just lifting this up out of the way is enough for me. Okay, and what you have to do is you have to stick your hand in there and catch hold of the window motor plug, which is already down on the bottom. Already down on the bottom, the motor is actually over here, and it's attached to the window regulator, which goes all the way up, and it's attached with 2 bolts to the glass. So basically, your window regulator is just one thick piece here, 4 inches wide. This just goes up and down. That's its job. Then you have the little guides over here that guides the window. One in the front, one in the back. So this is a pretty simple system. But the motor's all the way down here, and the plug is all the way down on the bottom. So, since you can't really see the plug blindly, to take the plug out, you have to push this little tab in here. All right, you see it? It moves that little clip out of the way. Okay, once you move that clip out of the way, then you're able to pull the plug out. So what we're going to do here is we are going to test to see if you have power coming in. Now, a window motor basically could spin both ways. But how does it know to spin both ways? Because if you look at the plug only has 2 wires. We would normally assume that it's a hot and it's a ground. Okay, and it'll make something work. So, but a window motor is sort of like a reverse polarity thing. If you put juice to one side, it'll spin one way. Juice on this side, it'll spin the other way. So let's just assume, okay, that the blue one, when you put power to the blue one, the red one becomes the ground. It comes all the way around. That's on the old cars. Okay, I don't have a wire diagram on this, so I'm not sure exactly how this one works. But on the old cars, the hot becomes a ground, and the ground becomes a hot, and vice versa, whichever way you're going. But on this Honda motor, it could be that the motor itself is grounded, and it's just one way in, one way out. All right, so if you put power on one side, let's pretend that the motor is going to spin this way. Okay, it goes to ground, spins this way. When you put power on this side, it's going to spin this way. Okay, and that's how you get the window to go up and down. But like I said, it all depends on what car. I don't have the wiring diagram for this. Some cars will use this power as a ground and go back the other way. Otherwise, the motor itself is grounded. When the motor is grounded, you just provide power and which way you want to go. So, like I said, what we're verifying here is because this window doesn't work, I want to verify if there's power going to this motor. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up a test light, turn on the key. I'm going to plug in the window switch, which is this one right here, and then we're going to check. So it should be very easy. Let's see if I can wrap it around here so I can hold it. Okay, there's 2 wires. What we're gonna do is we're gonna check to see if there's power going when you hit the switch one way, power when you hit the switch the other way. If you got power on both sides, clearly you got the ground, it's freaking metal, so the motor is no good. All right, so let me go get my test light and hook it up for you. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna mark up my camera over here so you can see. Okay, I got the window switch to the right, and I got the window motor plug to the left on the bottom over here. All right, so what we're gonna do is, got my little trusty little test light right here. Okay, like I said, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna test the power going in and coming out. One is up, one is down. All right, so I believe the red one is going down, the blue one is going up. So I got the key on. This is grounded to the door hinge over here. I'm gonna touch the red one for now. All right, you don't want to poke too much into it. All right, you don't want to break the terminals and make the terminals too big, because then you just do more damage. You just want to touch it. I'm gonna reach over here to the switch. I'm gonna hit down. Do you see that? The light comes on. Now the other one should be when I hit up. But remember, this motor was something wrong with it because I think it burnt out. Because that switch is bad, the master switch. So if I touch this, look what happens. It's lit instantly. So because that switch is no good, it's stuck in the up position. This poor thing has been trying to run up every time you drive the car. So as you're driving the car, it's like somebody holding that button in the up position. And by the way, this motor was red hot. I mean, when I touched it, it was freaking hot. So clearly the motor is burnt out now and it needs a switch. All right, but like I said, that's how you check the motor. This is the going down. And normally, if you were to test it, this would be up. Let's see if it just does something when I go up. I can see like a little flicker, see it? All right, so yeah, so definitely, let's go change that driver's switch and just change this window motor. And this window motor, it looks like it's gonna have to go along with looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. And then the hard part is try to get the 2 bolts off the glass. But we're gonna see if the store has one first, all right? So we're just here for troubleshooting. 1 power up, 1 power down, and we're good to go. All right, so, did you learn anything today? All right, give me a thumbs up if you did. Ciao.